Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start the stream tonight. How's everybody doing today? Today we have a special friend, a good old guy from the UK. His name's KaneKnight. For the longest time I thought his name was just KaneKnight, and then I just come to the fruition, or what's the better term for it, but I just found out right now that his name's KaneKnight, which I don't know why I did not notice that A in there before. Just kind of miss it. But anyways, welcome Kane to the show. He's gonna be, I think you're like the fifth guy now. You're like the fifth.
I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the fifth, man. How's it feel? How's your day going today, man?
Not bad, I suppose. Not bad. Not really much to talk about. Not a lot to talk about really for the last few months. Lockdown isn't really exciting.
That's fair. How
in
is
the Knight household?
how is lockdown over there in the UK?
It's lifting. We're having quite it's been quite with work. I have to update all the we'll obviously get to it later, but I have to update all the clients we have.
Okay.
How the world is getting back to normal and everything. And honestly, it looks like England is on the right track.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like, how's the vaccine situation going on over there?
Very good, I think. I think it got to be. I think they're up to like 40 odds who are getting it now, maybe 30 odds. So they're doing it in age.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you're doing it over there. And obviously, priority people were way before.
Yeah, we've been breaking it out through. I think the older people got it first, and then obviously the younger people got it, and then now it's like they're starting to open them up to kids. I actually just got my first shot today, the vaccination. The lines were crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, because they started to do walk-ins now. And
Are they doing fast food with it or something? I saw this on Twitter earlier.
Doing what, fast food?
Like vaccine and chips or something and burgers. Yeah.
Oh no.
It might be just a New York thing. It was like it might have been just a New York thing, and I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" Trying to like encourage people who are like, "Oh, it's not a real thing to get vaccinated, just to get some free food." Or some bullshit.
I would be down for that, honestly. If they were giving away food, I would be down.
I was like, I would have a burger. I would go and get a burger quite happily.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Oh, I wish they were giving away food. Instead, I had to wait in line for an hour. That's what I had to do. I didn't even get to. I got no fast food. I just had to stand there and lose the food that I ate earlier that day by just standing there. The shot wasn't bad though. I didn't even feel it. Went back pretty quick. And then you had to sit there and kind of chill for like a half hour or something to make sure like nothing bad happened. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. So tell everybody a little about yourself. Tell them like where they can find you. Like what you stream. I see that you don't really use Twitter a whole lot, so
I never use Twitter. My hard drive broke on my PC a few months ago, and I kind of lost everything. I don't know what my Twitter password is, and I haven't got around to resetting it. That's basically why. But yeah, I'm mostly just on Twitch and Discord. It's KaneKnight for both. I try to have KaneKnight on everything. Yeah. What do I stream? Quite a bit of Rocket League recently.
Okay.
Trying to do a series of XCOM over on Twitch and cutting up and putting on YouTube as well.
I did play XCOM for quite a bit, honestly. I did enjoy XCOM. Yeah. I for whatever reason, so I like my tactical RPG games, right? And I did play a little bit of XCOM, I think 2 it was, but
yeah,
I just didn't like it as much as Mario Rabbids. I thought Mario Rabbids was fucking awesome. And then Gears Tactics. Those were like
I want Gears Tactics. Gears Tactics is on my list.
Yeah, it's a quality tactical RPG.
Great.
Yeah, it's great.
I absolutely loved Gears of War back in the mid 2000s. That was my go-to game. I'd go home from work and spend hours playing it online. Absolute hours. Absolutely loved it.
Okay. So yeah, you actually got kind of lucky though. To kind of backtrack a little bit with the whole KaneKnight situation, you got the name across the board, right? From what I could tell.
But yeah. As much as I can. I think Instagram, I'm like Kane, like normal night, not KaneKnight.
Okay. So
I don't. Again, I don't use it either.
Oh, true.
I'm an old man. I'm 32. I'm not very good on the socials. I get bored of them quite
Yeah.
quickly and move on.
Yeah, I feel you there, man. I do the same thing. Like, well, I'll go through phases where I'll be like really active on some spots, and then
Yeah.
I'll just drop off for like a year or something like that. I'm trying to do better about it. Like this whole podcast thing has been forcing me to be a little bit more active, at least on the Twitter sphere, to kind of communicate and talk to people, and so forth. Though I did screw up and I did not get my my name on my Xbox gamer tag. I didn't think about it. I just had like an old Xbox gamer tag, and I was like, didn't think about it. And then somebody else, one of the viewers, actually took my goddamn Xbox gamer tag.
Oh man,
I'm like, what a dick,
that
dude.
sucks.
On the plus side,
PlayStation is the only one I haven't got my real name on, my streamer name. That really sucks. But I hadn't had PlayStation since 2, and I got PlayStation 4 like 2 years ago. And so obviously I missed the chance to get the tag.
okay. Yeah, I mean, on the plus side, I actually know the guy pretty well, and he's been around the channel for like 3-4 years now at this point. And so if I ever need to, I feel like I could probably get that name back from him, but it's just the fact that he took it. I'm like, gosh, should have been on top of that. Should have been on top of that. But anyways, okay, so that's so you pretty much have been playing like XCOM kind of games. I know that you're big into
Rocket League. Wreckfest is something we're doing later tonight. So yeah, I quite like car games. What else do we do? I remember Euro Truck I did last week. I used to do that quite a lot. NASCAR I used to do a lot, but I haven't done them for a while. Not really.
I gotta say, did you switch rooms? I feel like you switched rooms. I don't feel like I've ever seen this.
I moved like a couple of months ago, and yeah, so this is the dungeon. This is the KaneKnight dungeon.
Okay, so this is new.
So obviously, I'm not finished with the boxes over there. So, yeah.
Well, it's nice that you have your own individual space, though, right? You got a little space to kind of like run away and hide, and
it's a lot quieter now for the wife and the baby. With me singing at like 3 in the morning.
True.
On stream.
That's
I can
fair.
Sleep through that. Yeah.
That's fair. How is the family? How's the kid, the wife? How are they doing?
Amazing. Amazing. He's doing amazing. Wife's amazing. Very lucky.
They're not here, so you don't gotta lie about it. It's all right.
No, it's true. It's true.
That's fair.
Just like you said, I just streamed with my wife earlier, and yeah, everyone's like, "Why are you with him?"
Could do so much better. You could do so much better. That's funny. So did you make the hot tub goal? Was it a hot tub? I think there's a hot tub goal in there somewhere.
We're like 7 pounds or something from a hot tub stream.
Oh,
so yeah,
shit.
I've got a costume coming for another stream as well. I'm gonna do a Friday night. It's like 6-hour stream in a lovely fetching costume.
Oh.
And the hot tub will be like on a Saturday in the future as well.
So was this for charity then, or?
Yeah, so I were amazed of what we've done. I've put in a £200 sort of. That we'll probably do that maybe, and we've got. I think it's nearly 500. Yeah, just nearly 500. It's insane, and we've been doing. Just doing it for 2 weeks. Started the start of the month basically, and finishing this Sunday. So yeah, it's for a UK-based charity called Special Effects. They specialize in creating technology for the physically disabled, so they can enjoy, young people can enjoy technology with all their mates at school and stuff. So like they make controllers and things like that.
That is really cool.
That you can use your eyes for. Yeah, it's an amazing charity.
Yeah, it's something that we kind of take for granted, especially nowadays with technology being as advanced as it is. People our age never really growing up wouldn't have had that opportunity, so now they do. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I will say I do like how the Xbox has been kind of leading the front, or Microsoft has, with that controller. I've seen it many times. That like big controller that's like very customizable, has like the big circular pads, and you can like.
All right.
I don't know what it's called. I think it's like a dap. Yeah, you haven't seen it?
No, I don't think I've seen it. No.
What? Oh no! I'll call it here. I'll send it to you real quick. It's absolutely ridiculous. Soft, like adaptive controller, I think it's called. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. That is it. Okay. Images. Okay, just follow that link there. That'll bring you to the search. But basically, it's super customizable, so people can.
Shit, that's nice.
Yeah, you can. People can like connect like foot switches to it, and there's
Yeah, I
like a
see it,
lot
yeah.
lot of ways you can activate it and use it. It's meant for a lot of people with different types of disabilities. It's really cool.
Oh, that's really good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm glad to see something like that because I feel like, especially nowadays, like I think gaming is taking over the film industry, or it's going to.
Oh yeah.
More and more people are really getting into like video games, and I feel like it's more of a social interaction too, because if a kid or somebody could play video games and they can kind of be whoever they want for the most part and not be immediately discriminated or thought of differently just by how they look, because honestly you can't even see how they look.
Exactly, yeah.
There was I forgot his name, but there was a Killer Instinct Pro that he was like physically disabled, and he used his like I want to say he used his chin and then like his other hand to play. It was just crazy. But so yeah, what's that?
That's just amazing.
Oh yeah,
This technology is amazing.
So
How they're coming out with it, bringing them out.
So I see you've been like streaming on Twitch since I think it was like mid to late 2019. Is that correct, or has it been a little bit long?
That's about right. So like I joined a Discord almost exactly 2 years ago. I think it was the 18th of May, 2019.
Okay.
And I joined the voice chat that day and joined someone who was streaming. And we spent the night drunk and singing songs. And then I slowly like sort of joined them in their games and started playing games with them, this group of people. And then I guess mid 2019, I don't know when exactly, I started streaming myself. I was like, someone didn't turn up, one of the streamers. I was like, oh fuck this, I'm going to start streaming. Basically is what I thought. So yeah, ever since then I've started streaming, and we used to have a nice little group that have slowly stopped. All of them have stopped streaming apart from me.
That's usually how it goes.
Reasons, yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
But we still got a good group of people still joining us every week. So like for me, the Twitch makes me feel like Discord makes me feel like Xbox 360 days when I was playing Gears of War with my mates and random people online. That's what Discord and Twitch has sort of become. That sort of same thing for me, where I'm meeting random people online and they come and join the Discord and we make new friends and stuff like that. That's how it's worked for me. That's what I want it to be. I don't need to be like the big streamer. I don't need to have 1,000 people in chatting. If I have the core 5 or whatever it is that are in every week, that's all I want.
Yeah, that's kind of how it has been for me. I mean, I think I've been doing this a long time. I want to say since 2016, I think, is when I first started. And it's been ups and downs. Like, I had moments where I kind of stopped for, like 6 months, something like that, and kind of picked it back up. Had lots of ups and downs depending on games. Like, I think my best game I ever had that I played was Halo Wars 2. And then when that game died, my stream died. It's kind of how it goes. It's really dependent. It's very fickle.
It's really weird. My most popular game was NASCAR Heat 4, I think, and I don't know why. I used to get like so many people in chat. I don't know if it was because it was an English guy playing such an American game and sport. It might have been just the weird sort of like, oh, this guy sounds weird. Who the hell's this? But it was I had so many views while playing that game. I've stopped since I got bored of the game.
Yeah.
And since my hard drive's gone. All my saves gone, so I've done like half a season, full races, and it's all gone. And that's like fucking like 3 hours or some sort of shit every race.
So what happened? What happened with your hard drive? Did it just like totally?
I have no idea. So I'm zooming from home with work, and all of a sudden it's sort of just the Chrome started going really slow. That's how it started, and I was like, oh, maybe there's something wrong. So I defragged, cleaned everything up, and then all of a sudden it just sort of went blank, and it just wouldn't turn on.
That's rough. That is rough.
I had another hard drive in my computer which just wasn't connected when I did it back in 2019, end of 2019, when I upgraded it. So, but I'm now using that, and the other one's still fucked. I've just tried to fix it earlier today, and it's still not working.
Yeah, I've that's always been a concern of mine. I have like a total of I think 4 hard drives. 5 hard drives. I have 5 hard drives, and one of them is just like a pure backup. I'm always dumping everything in there because I'm just so worried that like shit's. Because I actually had my PC die. I want to say a year ago. It didn't like I didn't lose any of my files, but it did a full factory reset. And so like ever since then, it's like I made sure to always make doubles of everything, and like all the apps that I have on my computer, I have made sure to have like the download files for that on the backup hard drive, because like, man, I don't want to go through searching for fucking drivers, looking for what app I want to use, so on and so forth. It's just terrible, man. It's absolutely terrible. It drives me up the wall. But okay, so anyway, so yeah, you start back in like 2019, and like you've been pretty much just playing like a variety of games. Right now, you said you're on Rocket League.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rocket League's very popular at the minute with the group, but it's getting people are getting bored of it, so we're trying to move on a little bit. That's why I thought I'd do Wreckfest later, because that's one of the favourites of ours.
Okay, so you're more, I'd say you're more probably community driven with the games you're playing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we've done a bit of Minecraft. That's how I found you. Because I think I must have raided you when playing Minecraft. But we play that every few months. It sort of comes back and forth.
Okay.
Someone else starts a new realm. But,
yeah. Well, that's the nice thing about Minecraft, right? It's always easy to refresh, and then Well, I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner. But if you guys ever want a server to play on, just let me know. I can always add you guys to the server. Or get you control so you can kind of get in and invite people. Yeah, because it's always hard, like especially with Minecraft, you get a big influx of people, especially when you're starting off the world, and then as the world kind of matures, people start to fall off a little bit because they're like, I already did everything or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's always like the struggle with the Minecraft crew, is keeping the game at least refreshing. Because not everybody's going to be, like, for instance, when I play Minecraft, I have this big idea of what I want to make, like this image, so I'm like, okay, this is going to take me 8 months to a year to make, so I'll start working on it, like, every day, and then you got the other guy who's just like, I build my house, I think I'm done. And it's like, fuck, what do you mean?
I'm a little bit towards that. I like building a farm, and once I've got the farm and all the animals, I'm a bit like, alright, now what the fuck do I do now? I
don't get you guys. I don't get how people can be. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't know how you can imagine. I can't do that vision that you do. I've seen your stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how you can picture that, and how you can get it going.
I don't know, to be honest. It just happens, I guess. I do see that you've played City Skylines before, though. That's
not often. I wanted to do it quite a lot, but I just didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
I couldn't get into it because
really?
I love city builders. Sims City 3000 was one of the old ones we used to play on. I used to play on my 95 PC back in the day, and I used to love that. I'd build a city, then destroy it with some aliens and all the hazards and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what it was. I tried it a couple of times, I think. I'll probably go back to it eventually, but I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, dude, I loved me some City Skylines. When I saw that, I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. And then now you're telling me, I'm like, oh, never mind. I just broke my heart a little bit. Yeah.
It's just that traffic. It kills me. I can't. It takes so long to try and rejig the whole city, to try to fix it all up, and then it's a little like, maybe go, I can't. I got to a point and I was like, no, I can't anymore.
The traffic does get a little intense, and they've added a lot of mods to how to try to fix that, with like being able to make things like one ways and additions of like manual stoplights and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Especially when the game first came out, it was kind of a mess, but the mod community on that game is just ridiculous. And I don't know if you ever watched Corrales before. No.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, he does a lot of series on City Skylines, and he's like a bigger Minecraft YouTuber now at this point. But he used to, like, one episode would just be him building like a junkyard basically, and then you'd pull in all these mods, and then it'd be like 30 minutes of just making this meticulous little junkyard, and just the whole map, just like putting a little bush here, putting a little sign here. It looked really fucking good though. Like when you saw the whole map, when you would zoom out, you're like, damn, dude, just all the little details. I think that's kind of where I get it for Minecraft a little bit, is I kind of think about that and like how things look, like big picture, so not so much like in the little zone. But Okay, so let's kind of diverge here a little bit. We kind of got a little bit into Twitch quite a bit, stuff like that. So I kind of want to talk about your family a little bit more. I mean, I know you got your kid. How old's your son?
He's 17, 18 months.
Oh shit, so he's
17,
fresh, man. He's fresh.
16 months. Yeah.
Okay.
He's amazing. Really, it's the more he grows, the more amazing he seems to get as well. So it's quite a thing.
How was the first like couple months after he was born?
Not bad, actually.
Oh,
It
not
was
bad.
actually not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Few sleepless nights. I think I stopped streaming really for those first couple of months. And I didn't get hugely into streaming again until I was furloughed in April, I think. Or no, I was working from home for April, and then May I was furloughed. So, so like I was saying earlier, I have been very lucky with the lockdown and everything, and being furloughed and staying at home, because I got to spend basically his first year with him, and the start of this year as well. So, I've been very lucky in that sense.
Okay, yeah, because me and the old lady are looking at trying to get a kid here, so we'll see what happens with that. But that's always the thing, man. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be a rough first couple months. But she's from home, so
Yeah, I was gonna say, is she gonna be home, or you're gonna be home?
yeah, no,
How does that work with work life?
currently she's still, as far as our understanding, she'll be mostly working from home for the foreseeable future. And then as far as I still go in the office, but I have a flexible schedule, so I can kind of do whatever I need to do to make things work. So
I hear the men's maternity isn't very long over in America. It's like 2 days or something.
well, no, it's like 2 weeks.
Oh, it was the same as me then. Same as me. 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not
I
bad.
had 2 weeks, and I took a couple of weeks off or something, I think.
Okay.
But no, I honestly, I was worried. I was worried about the changing. I was worried about the sleepless nights, but it really wasn't great. It wasn't like a pleasure. It was work and hard, but it was a lot easier on me than I thought it would be.
Okay.
And
Well,
my wife.
that's good to hear. That's good to hear, because sometimes you just hear horror stories, right? And then so I like think about that sometimes, like, oh man, it's gonna be a pain in my ass.
He was a lot worse sleeping later on when he was older, so
Yeah.
that might be an issue.
Like, do you find it helpful to like try to keep the kid awake longer, or like and not let him nap, or do you think it's better to like let him nap and just kind of do whatever the fuck he wants for like sleep schedule?
You need a schedule. No matter what, you need a schedule. We've got him, so he wakes up at about 7 in the morning and has his breakfast, and then he goes to his grandparents and has another breakfast, and comes back about 10, 11 in the morning, and then has a nap and is asleep until about 2 in the afternoon, and then up playing and all sorts of things like that, and then we go to bed. We go to bed like we bath in bed about 5, and the actual bed about 7, something like that sort of range.
Okay.
And since moving, it seems to be working the best. He's got his own room now as well. He didn't have his own room in the last house. That was not fun.
Like, fuck, who wants to
He got
get
to a
up this?
certain age.
Yeah.
I was waking him up like coming to bed after streaming and rolling over or something. So now he's got his own room. He's much better, much happier.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. That's good. How's the old lady been transitioning with the whole like baby, new house, all that?
Yeah, she likes to have about 10 to 12 hours sleep a day. So she's had quite a rough year. She wants to sleep a lot.
That's gotta be a woman thing, man. That's like my old lady loves to have like 10, 12 hours of sleep. Like I'm usually pretty good at like 6 to 7 is probably my prime.
Yeah.
She needs like 10 hours to 12 hours. Otherwise, she's crabby.
It's mad. Like even before we had any children, she was we'll come home from work and she'll go and have a 2-hour nap or something. It's like, why? How? I can't do that. I hate sleeping. I wanna be up as long as I can.
Really, you hate sleeping?
I was the last person. Yeah, I was the last person going to like the pubs and clubs. I was the last one leaving. They had to throw me out to get me out of that thing. I just wanted to stay up all night. Same with anything else, parties, events, anything.
Wow. Yeah, no, man. I love my sleep. I don't need lots of it, but I do love my sleep. The thing that sucks too is I'm not a nap guy. Are you a nap guy or no?
I can nap a lot easier now. I've had a kid.
Fair.
I couldn't nap before. Like sunlight doesn't. I can't sleep with like any light. It has to be pitch black. It used to be. Now I'm a bit better. I can fall asleep right here, right now, quite happily. I think.
Well, what time is it over there? It's probably pretty late, right?
It's only 11:30.
Ah, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Yeah, me, man, when I take a nap, I literally sleep for like 4 hours. It's not even a nap. It's like basically I'm going to bed.
That's an actual sleep, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, which kind of sucks because I love naps, but the thing is, like, the naps aren't necessarily naps. It's more like just going to sleep really early and fucking up my schedule. So that kind of sucks. But so you and your wife met through work, right? Because she's quite a few.
Yeah.
She's quite a few years younger than you. So
a year and a half.
yeah, she's got.
Not that much younger.
Well, I mean,
she was making out on the stream that she was like still 15 or something. She's like 2 years younger. She's 30.
leave it to the stream to like super exaggerate everything. 15? Yeah. No, not 15, fuckers. 15 months maybe. Fuck. Yeah, that's true. I'll leave it to those guys. So you're talking back about work a little bit and stuff, and like maintenance, or not maintenance, like welders. Like what do you do exactly?
So yeah, I met her with work. So for almost 16 years, I've been working with originally we worked at a garden nursery. We moved a couple of years ago to a park where we're maintaining a walled, like, Victorian garden or something. And I work with people with learning disabilities, not usually physical, usually learning, like autism, that sort of thing. And yeah, so they basically do the work. They grow the plants from seeds still now, and we go out and take all the plants in the park and plant them out, things like that.
So you're pretty good at gardening?
No.
Okay, I was gonna ask for some gardening tips here, but apparently I'm not gonna get shit. Basically, my plants are gonna die. Okay.
My one when I went into there was to learn about gardening. I was thinking maybe I can start my own business and use this to learn, but I actually fell in love with working with the people. So that's why I've done it for so long.
Yeah, it's very noble.
Almost half my life. It's crazy, and it's I've moved outside of London, which is where it's based, and so I'm now like 30 miles away or something like that, 25, 30 miles, which is, for American, that's like down the road, but that's like an hour and a half drive or something every day, and back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not ideal anymore, but I'm still doing it. The Zooms are brilliant. So on the Zooms now, so because we can't go in, we've had to do Zooms. So what I've started doing is doing like game shows all day with them. So I've done like I've started doing Jeopardy recently. No, I'm not reading the chat. Sorry, I had a message. So yeah, I've been doing like Jeopardy and all this sorts of Family Feud. You know, everything I can think of with them, and they've been having a great time. We started doing Jackbox and Among Us about a month ago as well. So it's brilliant. I'm having a great time.
Well, yeah, I would be too, man. Getting paid to play some Among Us.
Play games.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be. I mean, I've been to London once. Was it once or was it twice? Shit, no. Okay, it was once, but I think it was like twice in like a 3-week period. But so we landed in London and then we went over to Bristol and we stayed in Bristol for like a couple days and then we ended up going like to Denmark and all that. And then we came back and then we spent more time in London as well. And London is alright. It's alright. I would say, yeah,
it's alright.
It's alright. I mean, the food wasn't as good as I was expecting. Like, everything I had while we were in London, I think the breakfast was my favorite thing. You know, you guys' all-American breakfast kind of stuff.
We do good breakfasts in
the
UK.
Yeah, because A, I like beans. B, I like mushrooms and tomatoes. So, like, you know, it was just perfect. The breakfast there is good. But, like, as far as, like, when I was having lunch and dinner, like, I just couldn't find anything that, like, really vibed with me. Like, we tried the fish and chips and stuff like that, and just nothing really hit with me, but the breakfast was really good. And another thing is, your guys' lack of air conditioning is fucking bonkers, dude. I don't know how you guys not have AC.
Yeah. So I've got a mate, Jay, who streams with us, and yeah, he's just When I said I was moving, oh, you're getting AC in this new house. No, I don't have them. No, we don't do AC. We don't do AC. We don't really have dryers either, but we've bought a dryer since we moved here. Fucking amazing having a fucking dryer.
You guys don't have
Highly
dryers?
recommend it. No, not usually. We usually just have a machine and we just throw our wet clothes on the wall or something. I don't fucking know what we're gonna do.
What? That is
Just hanging them up.
yeah, that's weird, man. That is
Yeah.
weird. Us Americans are lazy, so we don't do laundry every day. You know what I mean? So sometimes you get a little bit of a backup of laundry, and you need that dryer to kind of speed the process up. Because like, shit, I need clothes for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this in the dryer. I couldn't wait a day. That's crazy. I guess
I love the dryer.
yeah. I was gonna say. I guess the opposite would be if I grew up not having a dryer. I'd probably be a little bit better about keeping laundry clean and organized and ready for that. I don't know, I just hate laundry. I don't mind the washing and then the drying process. It's just like the folding and putting away is just
That's the best job I do. Like around the house is the folding. I don't put them away or anything, but I do make a nice big pile of folded clothes.
That's fair. That's kind of how me and the wife have it separated. Like I'll fold all the clothes. I'm like, all right, you can put it all away now. The worst part's because the hangers. She has like a lot of clothes like that are hang-ups, like dresses and all that.
Yeah.
So I'll put them on the hangers. I'm like, and she's very particular on how they're organized or like where they go. And fuck if I know where they are, because our closet is like literally everything on the two racks is just like her clothes hung up. I don't hang up really anything. So it's just like, I don't know where anything goes. And then she gets mad if I put it in the wrong spot. Like, this is not where it goes. Like, you need to, like, something that might actually work is if there's, like, think of, like, a bookmark. Like how there's those bookmarks and it, like, has a tab. Maybe she needs something like that on the hangers, like, sticking out, like, dresses.
You can get those sorts of things. They're in, like, clothes shops. They have, like, their little dividers, don't they, on the racks?
Yeah, a divider would probably be helpful. Yeah, a divider would definitely be helpful. So you're driving an hour every day, you said? Hour?
Well, I'm not, because I haven't got a license. So before we had the kid, my wife was driving because we worked together. Since we've had the kid, my mother-in-law is driving me because she's our manager. So.
Okay. Man, so you guys all know that you guys are got. How does that feel? Do you guys get sick of each other? Yeah, do you guys get sick of each other? I would.
Not at all. We actually miss each other when we're not working together. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Maybe it's just because I'm personally very like.
I definitely get sick of my mother-in-law, but
Okay.
It's also my boss, so that makes it even worse. Because sometimes the boss just pisses you off.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. I could agree to that. Well, being the boss usually doesn't. I try not to think too much like that, but anyways, okay. So yeah, London. I don't know. London was pretty cool. I mean, we saw some things. We didn't go on the Eye. We went on the Shard. We went up to the top of the Shard. That was kind of cool.
Okay.
What else did we do while we were in London? We did a lot of walking. We got lost at one point, and because like we were taking the buses, we got like the bus pass or something, so we're taking the buses because like we tried to take the train or the tram, but it was so confusing. Like not ever like using it before. It's like, where the fuck does this go? What alley is this? So we decided to go with the bus, and the buses were a little easier to manage, but we still got off on the wrong spot, and we ended up like way out of town.
Yeah.
And it was a headache to get back, and we stayed in we got an Airbnb in someone's like house, I think it was, and basically where we were staying was basically like Harry Potter. We were like staying underneath these person's stairs, all right? And so like you go in there, it was basically a bed and then the shower, and like not even the shower, the bathtub, and the bathtub was like a sink. So me being a full-grown man trying to get into that, I couldn't even get into it. I had to like wash half my body over it and then like rotate over, grab the hose and like spray myself down the other half. It was just the worst experience. There's a picture that the wife has, and it's like literally the sink goes up like around my like top of my or mid of my shins. Like me sitting down like this, it's like goes up to like half my shins, and it was just terrible. I was so mad. I was like trying to find like a gym or something that had like a shower that I could use because I just couldn't do it. It was just too much. So you guys are weird over there. You guys are definitely weird. And you guys drive like maniacs as well.
Well, I don't have a license, so you can't blame me.
No, but your relatives for sure fucking do. My God, man, for God. It's crazy. So, like, I take it you were born in Europe, right? Or
Yeah,
London or
born
whatever?
in London, yeah, born and raised.
Oh, shit, okay. So, yeah, you ever been to another country or anything, or?
Oh yeah, loads. I've been to Spain, lots. We used to go quite a lot when I was little.
Do you have, like,
Uh,
Spanish heritage, or what?
no, my mum just loved Spain.
Okay.
Absolutely loved it. I think we used to go sometimes twice a year.
Oh, shit.
Went to Sweden for a weekend to watch hockey with my sister. Um, Belgium. Yeah, I've been quite a few places. America, been to Florida and Denver.
Hmm.
Um,
What?
Scotland.
If you don't mind me asking, what were you doing in Florida and Denver?
Florida, obviously Universal Studios. I went twice
Oh,
as a kid.
yeah.
I like 14 and 15, I think, the 2 years, and then twice with my wife. I don't know, 2016 and 18, I think we went there. We found a nice breakfast. Talking about breakfast earlier, we found a nice little shop, restaurant. Every day we'd go there and get breakfast, and it was like I think they were um, Indian people from the UK doing like English fry ups
Oh,
who were in Florida. It was the perfect combo for us on our holiday.
okay.
But yeah,
That's cool.
Denver. I went over. I just went to Denver just to watch basketball, basically.
You're
I'm
a
a Denver
basketball
Nuggets
fan,
fan.
huh?
Yeah, so I went and saw Denver Nuggets. I think I saw 6 games,
Wow.
and I think I saw three Avs games.
Wow.
Because I was like, why don't we just see if we can get some tickets for the hockey as well? They were dog shit that year, so 2017 we went.
Yeah, I didn't know that you're a big basketball fan, man.
But yeah,
That's
kind of
something I wouldn't have
kind of
guessed.
sucky because my TV's changed and they've lost the license for the basketball, so now I can only follow it on Twitter. So I do
Hmm.
use Twitter just to read what the fuck's going on with the Nuggets.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because I didn't know, is basketball pretty big over in London, or?
Not really. We started having the whole American coming over sports thing.
Yeah.
I think right, 2008 we went and saw the hockey. My sister's been a hockey fan since 2000. And then the basketball came over, and we started going to see them as well. And I was like, I really would love to go see them in their own country. Go
Hmm.
over to Denver and actually experience it. And it was an amazing experience. We were like all over the place in the arena. We were like almost courtside, and a couple of games. We were behind the basket a couple of games, and up in the gods a few games as well. So it was like we got all the experiences, all the scenarios, and it was yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, it's actually
Would
pretty
do
cool.
again.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I've never been a big baseball fan. I'm more of like American football kind of guy. Once in a while, I'll watch some baseball. I usually prefer going to baseball games. When I was a kid, probably like junior high, I was kind of into basketball a little bit. But that was also when like Michael Jordan was big with the
Yeah,
Cubs
yeah.
and all that.
That was huge over here when Jordan was big, and then Kobe. Uh, like for like the late 90s, early 2000s, basketball was huge over here,
Yeah,
and it sort of died down. I think when Shaq must have been traded, I think it must have been around that time from the Lakers.
yeah, the Lakers. And I don't know why I
That's
said
when it sort
Cubs.
I sort of love sort of died down.
The
Yeah,
Bulls.
no.
Yeah,
I was actually had tickets to I see the Cubs and Cardinals last year. They were coming to London. Obviously, it got cancelled because of the Rona.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a Cubs fan, so
Okay.
I watched the World Series live, and quietly uh, screamed when they won 2016.
Well, the nice thing
Sitting on the edge
with
of my seat, I had a blanket like here to me. Go, oh my god!
oh,
The
gee.
blanket went flying in the air, and I went really quietly because I don't want to wake my wife up.
Yeah, that's
But
funny.
that was amazing because I follow sports quite a lot, and I don't think I've ever followed a team that's ever won anything. And for them, for what was 109 years or something stupid, never winning. So that was crazy.
That's how I feel as an American football fan. My team, the Minnesota Vikings, have failed right at the last second to make it to the
Yeah,
Super Bowl, or if they do make it to the Super Bowl, they just don't win. So probably past decade to 2 decades, we've lost due to like a bad kick, and
oh wow.
it always comes down to to one kick, and then it always happens like far left or far right, and everybody's just like, oh, the curse. So it's just been. It hurts. It hurts. We actually had like a good couple years ago. We had like they call it the Minneapolis Miracle, where last minute, like 4 seconds left, they actually won the game just by a freak play. And then so everybody's like, "Oh, the curse is broken." I think the year after we lost due to a bad kick again. So it's just been nothing but heartbreak for us, but it just kind of goes how it goes. So
Yeah.
to kind of backtrack a little bit, we kind of got off topic there, but so yeah, you grew up in London. What was your life like growing up in London? Did you? I don't know. Like I don't know much about like London and like how it was for you growing up. Like
So
totally
we were
different.
quite far out. We were like at the end of the underground line, so we were in like sort of suburbs. So it was quite an I suppose like sort of normal upbringing. There was trees, there was parks, there was all sorts of like normal things you'd get. Um, yeah, it's what do I say?
Were the schools pretty big or what?
Schools, yeah, pretty big. I think there was probably a couple of classes per year sort of thing.
Do you,
And then high school there was like I think 8 classes per year, so that's like 8 times 30. I don't know what that is. Quick maths.
8 times 30,
Yeah,
like
that's per
people
year, so it's
wise
quite like
or
yeah. Pupil wise, yeah, kids wise.
okay.
That's per year. So then there's like 4 or 5 years in the school. So yeah, they're pretty busy.
Yeah, that's a good size. That's definitely a good size because like 8 times 30, you're looking at what like 800 times 3 roughly. So what? That's like 1624. So yeah, 2400. Yeah, that's a good size. Like because mine was a decent size. It was probably like 800, but that's like nowhere near. That's a big school. But also, I didn't live like downtown metropolis. I lived pretty good in the suburbs, like a good hour and so forth. But we don't.
They
What?
all seem to come from all over the place. Though the when you're a kid, some people like travel an hour to get into a school, even if it's not even that good of a school. Back then,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, we don't have that. Like compared to like Europe, United States is a lot more spread out. Especially when it comes to like big metropolis cities. We have our big inner city, but then like like a good section of people live probably like a half hour away from it, and then they all have their own like districts for schools and stuff compared to traveling into the city. But that's mostly because we don't have trams like you guys do. Our trams go like just a little bit, or the buses only go
Yeah,
like around
they
the
go
city.
they go absolute miles. I've gone into like central London from like the suburbs, which is at 100 on 100 mile, but like a good 30-40 miles or something silly. It's an
Yeah.
hour's journey or something, but yeah, it's crazy the buses.
Yeah, I wish we had something like that. That'd be kind of nice. It would definitely. I don't know. It'd just be nice to take the train once in a while, honestly, compared to driving everywhere. Like, granted, I've gotten accustomed to driving, but I got a Nintendo Switch,
I,
so
I,
it'd be kind of
I
nice.
can't believe you can't go over the whole underground. How could you not? How did you get lost? I
Well,
can't do the buses in central London. I can only do underground. Like if there's like a one stop and it's probably like a 2-minute walk, I'd still get the train.
yeah, I still wouldn't. I don't know. We just couldn't figure it out. Like, we were looking at the map, we were talking to the lady, and like, it was just like it was just too hard. I just couldn't comprehend, and I think part of it is we were very like stressed because like we were just trying to like figure it out, and so we like decided just to stick with the bus. Like, the bus seemed a little bit just more straightforward, I guess. Because like I think with if I remember right with the trams, like there's like different colors for different lines, and I want to say there's different
Yeah,
numbers too and stuff like that.
yeah, different numbers. Yeah.
So we were definitely having a hard time remembering all that. So okay. Anyways, so you play games. What else do you do? Like what else do you do for fun, man? Like you can't just only play games. I know you got the kid now, so you're probably pretty busy on your when you're not like
Yeah.
streaming and working and shit. But what are you doing with what do you do on your free time otherwise?
Well, I'm not very adventurous like yourself. Hunting and fishing. I'm quite happy at home. So really, I only really sort of we sit and watch terrible sitcoms together, me and my wife, or terrible films.
Okay.
Quite like I said already, I like sports. Like we quite like a really crappy Adam Sandler film. Netflix has been lovely to us over the last couple of years with Adam Sandler films.
That's fair. That's fair.
So yeah,
Oh, what's
I
that?
don't. Apart from going to the zoo recently with the kid, we've not really had. There's nothing really we are driving to go out and do. We quite liked the cinema back when we were able to go. But
Okay.
obviously, since the Rona, actually since the kid, really, we can't really sort of just take him into the cinema, and I think it'd be too much for him. So yeah, I'd like to go back to cinema. It's quite fun. We used to like going to films.
Okay. Yeah, I've
Have a like sort of dinner date as well.
lately, me and the wife have been watching the show The Circle on Netflix. It's like I don't know if you ever seen the show like Big Brother or Real World.
All right, yeah, yeah.
So they actually record it over in Europe. I don't know what city it was, but it's actually been pretty good. The first season was fun. The second season's turning into more of a reality drama show
All right,
than
yeah.
the first season was, but it was we had a good time. It was always the one thing about this show, it always has a twist, right? Every
Yeah.
episode there's some sort of twist, so it always kept it fresh. And me and the wife would always make bets on who's gonna like stay and who's gonna be kicked off. But that is currently our show that we've been watching. But myself, I do like me some drama TV. I've been watching a lot of The Last Kingdom. I don't know if you know what that is or seen that.
Yeah, my wife watched that. I've watched a few episodes.
Okay.
We had in the old house. I had the computer room next to the living room, so I'd sit and watch something with her for a bit and go, I'm not into this. Go off and play something in the other room, or I go, I really want to go do something quickly.
Well, I mean, if you were a little bit more buff and you had the same haircut you had now, but maybe grew your beard out a little bit, you'd just look like the main guy, dude. You would look like just like Uhtred. Telling you, man, with this haircut.
I think the hairline's very similar. I do see that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely. It could have been you, man.
Really, this is my best. This is all because of lockdown. The beard. I thought everyone's growing lockdown beard. I'll do it, and I can't grow anywhere else apart from these two little patches.
Well, I have the other problem, man. Like I shave and it's like back within like 2 days. You know what I mean? So I've just kind of learned to grow to accept it. Like it's just leave it alone, trim it up once in a while, but otherwise just don't fight it. Because otherwise, when I try to shave, like like clean shaven, it's just I'm doing that every couple of days, and it's just too much work. Yeah. It's definitely too much work. I mean, I can, but Noob harassing me today.
What's he saying? I can't see it.
He's like, "You're doing a great job, but can you read the chat?" I mean, I can read the chat, but fuck, bro. Damn, man.
Sorry about Noob.
he's getting off. He's literally getting on my dick, and he's not getting off. Okay, so side hobbies. That's what you do, huh? You just watch movies, hang out. Okay, go to the zoo. What's your favorite animal?
Yeah. Tiger, definitely.
Yeah, tiger. You would say that, fucking Brits.
Yeah. When we first went with the kid, he was sort of still quite small, maybe like 8 months, and we were sort of looking at him. And I was trying like, oh look, there's the tigers, and then it growled, and he absolutely lost it. He cried for about half an hour because it growled. Like, well, it wasn't near it. It was like a whole crowd in front of us, and I was sort of holding him over everyone because I'm like a giant, and it just growled, not at him, just at his the other tigers in there, and he cried for half an hour, and we couldn't do anything to calm him down.
Well,
he was like, "Oh no, this is a terrible idea." We bought like passes that we can go on for a year whenever we want. I was like, "Oh God, we've wasted our money because he's never want to come back again." But no, he's been really good since we went last weekend, I think, and he absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, you You definitely missed your opportunity to get rid of the kid and dump it to the tiger. No. Just running to the grocery store. Wanted if I needed to know if I needed anything. But anyways, so yeah, you could have got rid of the kid then and there, man. You could have been done with this. Got over with it. Well, you said you're pretty tall. How tall are you?
6'3", 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, that's a pretty.
I don't know what centimeters.
Yeah, you're pretty tall.
Yeah.
Are Brits usually pretty tall or no? Are you like average for a Brit? Or?
Oh no, I'm not average. I'm definitely tall for a Brit. My brother's 6'6".
Brother 6'6". Damn, dude's a fucking tank.
But when we moved out here, I think there's something in the water around this area because we went to like the supermarket and everyone was my height. All the men were at least my height. It was insane. Like everyone's really tall around here. So I don't know what the hell's in the water here. But all giants.
So all the dead ancestors that are flowing around in the system, man. People have been living there
It's
for a
just
long
insane.
time. But so actually, I had a quick question. What is that mask behind you? Are you like
That is a
what
that's a cane mask.
is it now? Like a wrestling cane or?
Like a wrestling cane, yeah. Do you want to go get it?
Okay.
That's where my name comes from. So I stopped. My first thing I ever joined, I think, was a wrestling chat, and I called myself KaneKnight on there, and that's how the name stuck.
Oh.
Um, I've been a Twitch member since 2008.
Oh shit. Okay.
So so it was Justin TV or something it was called,
Yep.
wasn't it before? Something like that. Yeah. And I used to use that to watch pay-per-views because I couldn't get it over here at the time. So that and Ustream. So yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan. But we sort of stopped since the um, lockdowns now because I can't watch it without audience. It's just weird.
That's
I got my
fair.
wife into it as well. I got my wife into it. She's a big fan.
Okay. So then, what's also the box
So
that
yeah.
was? What's that box underneath it? You don't need to bring it, but yeah,
The
I'm just
box
curious.
is. I'm not going to. Is a Visionary box. It's a 1987 cartoon, and it's one of the vehicles. I got all the toys a few years ago. Older than
Visionary.
me. Yeah,
The
Visionary is
fuck's visionary?
Knights of the Magical Light. So basically, they're all knights,
You
and
guys
they
had
have.
some weird ass cartoons.
I think it's American. I
Oh
think it's
god, if
American.
it's not. Maybe you're talking about
So
like
basically,
Power Rangers or some shit.
my brother had the videotape, and I used to watch it over and over again.
I grew up with like fucking Woody the Woodpecker, Captain Planet. What else did I grow up with? Like Flintstones. I didn't grow up with no freaking knights and.
Knights with magical totems. So basically, they could turn into animals. They had like totems that give them like other abilities. It's a really good program. I would actually suggest watching it if you haven't seen it. Is it American? Hasbro animated TV show. So I'm guessing that's got to be American. It's Hasbro.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
a couple of comics with Transformers.
Okay. Transformers, yeah, I know Transformers. So we're gonna continue on here a little bit. So what's some ambitions, goals for the future? Obviously, you just had your kid. Was that always a like life goal of yours, or did that just kind of happen?
Always since I met, well, not met my wife, because I met my wife like about 8 years before we actually together. Always since we started being together, I think really. And yes, we'd like to have a bigger family.
How many kids are we talking here, man? 3, 4, 6, 8, 11?
I'm not sure, not that many. I keep saying to my family, "Oh, I keep adding numbers. So I think we're on like 18 or something stupid." Uh, but I don't know. I always, when I was younger, I always thought 2 would be quite nice. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think we both kind of want as many as we can handle.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes each time we have a child.
Yeah. See if you see if like how the band is going, right? If the band is starting to stretch a little too thin, might be like, all right, time to stop. Compared to, that's a good way to look at it.
Also the money as well, because
yeah,
I think she's going to stop working because she's still getting paid for not going in because of being furloughed and everything. So she's holding on to that as long as she can, and then once that's gone, I think she's not going to go work for a while anyway.
Yeah, kind of sit home, take care of the kids, because the kids require a lot of attention, right? A lot of attention, a lot of care. Yeah, that's totally fair. Then
I don't think the grandparents are up to actually doing it full time.
No,
that's what we've sort of discovered. We thought we'd be able to leave him for a day with the grandparent, but I think they struggle.
Yeah, well, I think the grandparents always think, oh yeah, I'm so excited we got grandkids. Like, yes, I'm a grandparent, but then after they kind of spend like a couple months, like, all right, I'm over this. I don't want to do this no more. It's your kid. Take it back.
Take it back.
Yeah, so that's totally fair. I totally understand that. Like, that gesture. So, like, with the current state in the world, are you like worried about having more and more kids, like just because you don't know how things are gonna pan out with like COVID and currently what's going on in Israel and stuff like that? Or
I think I'm more worried about my own job, sort of wise, money wise, more than anything. I think that's quite a a thing. Because I'd like to get a job nearer me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, non-driver, and I'd have to either get someone to drive me in or get a train ticket every day.
Yeah.
So I'd like a job nearer me, and it's about finances really. That's what I'd say is more of a worry. I don't think I'm too worried about the Rona. I think like I said, I feel like England's been on top of it. They've done quite well this year. They've kept we didn't have anything going on for about 5 months. Basically, when you started lifting a few things around Easter, and then a few more things since then, another few more things this coming week, and the numbers are still. I've been checking them because for work, I want to tell the students how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not really worried. I don't want it for sure. After hearing stories from people, Evil and yourself, I think have had some lovely stories about it.
Yep.
So I definitely don't want it. I definitely worry if I did get it, especially giving it to my wife or son.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
my experience with it wasn't terrible. I had, my appendix burst, which was probably the most heavy overlaying issue that when it just COVID had wrapped around it nicely too. But yeah, I think you're probably right. I think overall over time it's probably not going to be much of an issue or much of a concern. And I can understand the whole, finance situation, especially since now that your wife's thinking about staying home full time with the kids. That puts a lot more stress on you, a lot more pressure to be the provider.
And I'm not really a professional or anything. I'd love to have like gone into plumbing or something or electrics, so like I can actually have a good, knowing I'm paying job and stuff and work for a company that's paying me extremely well. But I went down the path I went and I've enjoyed it. I've got a family out of it basically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like just embrace what you got. Be very, what's the word I'm looking for, grateful and appreciative, and just not to dread on it too much. Don't worry about it too much. You always find a way.
You can always learn. If I need to, I can always start again with something.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. The human body is mentally and physically capable of a lot of things, so I wouldn't really put too much worry into it. Did you have anything else, anything particular that we didn't really talk about that you'd like to talk about, or any questions you got or anything like that?
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Well, I enjoyed having this talk with you, man. I really appreciate you coming on. It's nice to get to know you a little bit better. Like, this is one of the reasons why I've been doing this, is kind of it's nice for me to, I've been looking for a little bit more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? More of like a mental, or more of a, especially with like the whole COVID thing going on. I'm not getting as much social interaction as I did in the past, and being able to have conversations like these where we kind of dive into people's like psyche and what's going on in life and just kind of shoot the shit a little bit. It's been refreshing for me and been very, I don't know, I don't want to say therapeutic, but it's been good. It's been good nonetheless. So I gotta appreciate you coming on, man. I do appreciate it. If you guys haven't if you guys haven't already, his name's KaneKnight. Same on Twitch, Twitter, even though he doesn't really use Twitter. On his Twitch, you can find his Discord link and all that as well. Other than,
I'll be streaming later tonight.
Shit. What happened to this? Later tonight? It's already late.
Yeah, I know. It's Friday night game night.
Oh, is it?
Like another 3 hours, so.
Oh shit! Really? I did not know that. Oh well, awesome, man. If you guys are still up when I'm, because I'm gonna go eat dinner is what I'm gonna do. But if you guys are still going, I'll probably have to stop by and hang out. What game are you guys playing tonight? Rocket League or Wreckfest or what?
Wreckfest. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got Wreckfest, but I do got Rocket League. I just haven't played Rocket League in Grip, but I do got Rocket League.
We have played it constantly for like a month, I think.
Okay, you guys take a little break.
It's Noob's drug.
Oh, a noob's drug, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's his crack, I think is what he says.
I can see it. But yeah, thanks again for coming on, man. Like I said, definitely would like to maybe have you on again eventually down the road. I'm sure there's a lot of topics we didn't even really touch, so But yeah, all right, guys. I think that's where we're gonna probably call it for tonight. So yeah, thanks again, man. Talk to you later, man.
See you later.
All right, guys. So that was lovely KaneKnight. I hope you guys enjoyed the nice little conversation we had with Kane. Great dude. If you guys haven't already, make sure to check out his Twitch, so on and so forth. Which I think I got. I should have the link. I did have the link. I lost the link. Damn it. Lost the link. I'll get it in 1 sec though. He's not streaming. Shit. Okay, I got it now. I had to manually look him up real quick. But other than that, guys, it was good hanging out. I do appreciate everybody stopping by. Thanks for all the new follows today. Yeah. This video will be up on YouTube, so if there is anything you guys have missed or want to rewatch, you guys can go ahead check it out on the YouTube. That'll be up in a couple days after it gets produced. But other than that, guys, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.